Guns of Icarus League Day 3, I'm joined by Urz, who has never played this game before, ever, absolutely. It
Guns of
is...
what? I don't even know.
it is Crimson Sky... Who wrote us? No, it's Crimson Sky Menace versus the Bloody Demon. Uncanny Ambush. And yeah, we have no sound. Hooray. The thing is ruined. This is going for 3 matches, you know.
So you want to do the red team loadouts,
Yes,
Dementio?
I'm Daniel. For the Crimson Skyman, it's the first ship, Elsa. It is a goldfish, a blender fish, cabinet front, Banshee side, piloted by Diehard Zero. And the second ship is designated Rara, a junker piloted by Running 3. Hades Artemis side, Artemis front, and Get Motor on the side.
And on the Bloody Demon, blue team, we have the Bloody Demon. Galleon, double watcher left side with a Hades, right side double watcher with a rear flamethrower, excuse me, and their ally, the NLR Elodie. We have a Junker with the Gat Mortar left side, front Artemis, right side Artemis Banshee.
Artemis Banshee. Interesting. Designated Driver seems to have spots on the Bloody Demon. And it needs to aim a little bit higher with Datus. And now the Gallon is actually dodging all the shots, and we have no sound. Oh my god, this is hurting my ears. The lack of sound.
It's just a vacuum, just exerting pressure on your skull. Yeah, I mean, I'm wondering why this Bloody Demon is deciding to stay at such range, considering it's a quad watcher galleon. It's gonna have a lot more
You can
firepower.
long range, but the LOD actually is really close to the designated driver, and actually the LOD just turned around and is going for it too. They're going to focus fire that ship in 2 seconds. Look, it's almost down.
Yeah,
The spoon is destroyed. Is the motor? Yeah, the motor's actually not. And oh my god, it's dead.
what they think they could accomplish there? I mean, they're against a Gat Mortar Junker and a balloon popping goldfish. Either one of those ships by themselves is probably capable of finishing the job, and like the Bloody Demon just sitting so far back in their spawn is not able to contribute enough firepower.
Maybe they were hoping that the disable would be better.
But that's the thing, like you can use heavy clip in the watcher to focus the shot, and you can get with good aim get some okay hits with that heavy, but it does so much less damage than burst does up close. You're losing a ton of DPS by sitting back like this.
No, the Elsa is actually losing the distance on the Bloody Demon. And the sword is balloon. And
Yeah,
the
but
watches, so they were hitting, but they did not manage to destroy the gun, unfortunately for them. And now the designated driver seems to also be trying to get closer and shoot the junk instead of the galleon.
yeah, also kind of interesting. This galleon has 3 engineers on it, no gunners.
Which means
So it looks like they
no
have
burst, I suppose.
yeah, they have 2. Well, they have 2 heavy engineers downstairs and
Oh, the
one with
goldfish
burst on
armor is
the
down.
Hades.
And how much is hated? Half of its sperm armor is gone, and Get Mortar still raining in. Well, the mortar, not the Gatling, but you know.
Yeah, I mean they're gonna be able to get away. Like
They just
there's
ran away.
a lot of terrain. It's like Junker has difficulty chasing with Gat Mortar, so they're reasonably, as long as they don't get caught like completely blindsided, the goldfish is probably pretty safe.
They're just ignoring the junk at the moment and shooting the galleon instead. Well, lost half of his armor and the balloon already. And he's just dropping slowly while being shot by everything. Actually, junk is stunned. This designated robber is not shooting the LOD because the LOD is shooting the goldfish which just lost its armor. But there's some water raining in.
Yeah, I'm wondering if it might have been a good decision for Elsa to spin around just for a few seconds and knock out Elodie's balloon as well, because they could probably keep both these blue ships balloon locked.
Maybe they want one ship balloon block balloon locked and the other ship just dying against the designated driver. Galen grounding out, almost lost its armor. Did lose its armor and eating some banshees, but they did get the Watcher on all the banshees actually. And the Elsa might actually die against the Junker scattling here. And the Watchers. And the mortars. But the LOD actually lost balloon and armor. And it's now taking a huge pummel damage against the ground. Oh my god. It could die here against the designated driver.
Oh yeah, I think they likely will. The Elsa needs to be closing this distance. They were kind of backing away as they were disengaging, which actually makes it easier for the Hwacha arcs when they should have been trying to maybe fly above or get into one of the blind spots. And actually just a strange ram. Considering they're at such low health, that's a very dangerous tactic to be taking right now.
Maybe they couldn't move. They couldn't stop themselves from moving because their Watcher kind of damaged the engines or something. It happens sometimes. But now
Yeah,
they're
now
backing
they're
off again. And they're actually
they're
outside
just
the Hades arming time, which is now destroying the armor a little bit.
yeah, this positioning, just they're kind of sitting on the broadside. They're not trying to juke around. They're not taking advantage of the goldfish's close range maneuverability, although designated driver is going to be able to assist a little bit as the Elodie's just trying to close the vertical distance to assist their ally.
He was sitting on the ground for a long time, trying to tank out the designated driver. Now the Elsa lost the armor. And her Watcher's missing actually.
Oh yeah, the balloon getting knocked at just the right time, causing him to drop down and miss the shots.
Do you think a Hades could actually kill a goldfish?
Probably. I mean, Hades does a pretty reasonable amount of
Got an armor
damage.
down, balloon down. Designated drivers might just get the kill right here. But it's getting shot by the LOD with the cat mortar. That just ignoring the LOD. Now that it goes all the way up here, it just cannot go down anymore. So weird.
Yeah, Hades shots from the designated driver, they're still targeting the Blade Demon, but going wide.
But the armor
Not
is
really.
burning on it. No, the blood. The designated driver is not too low to do anything. While being chased by the LOD. And they're trying to shoot Hades upwards again, but they're missing because they're turning. For the LOD, actually.
Yeah, this is a really weird fight. Just like three of these ships at such low health and nobody able, well, finally
Oof.
able to get one kill, but
Understood,
both
it
teams
just-
having a lot of difficulty finishing the other off.
Very weird. Oh, the Watchers, even though they hit quite well, they didn't disable anything. It's a shame.
No, they hit a lot of that went into the balloon.
Hmm.
See, that's one of the things. Like heavy clip, burst gives it that AOE boost. So even if you get some of them into the balloon, it will still splash onto the components.
There you
Like if
go.
you're just a little bit off with heavy, it will do basically nothing.
Burst can be really essential for close control Watchers. Now, Bloody Demon getting focus fired by the CSM. Poor Galen.
Yeah, you should be in tank mode. They are in their own spawn. Well,
But
Tank
they did
mode,
not have enough hull to tank.
I suppose that's true. They did only have two upstairs, so you know they maybe could have focused the hole a little bit more. Now Elodie might be able to get a fast kill on the goldfish here. Ooh, actually, Gatling. Ooh, there
Oh
we
my
go.
god. Armor down and the Gilfish dies instantly. Now, Designated Driver alone in the enemy spawn fighting the LOD. LOD is kind of
Oh,
disabled.
look at that spawn from the Blood Demon.
Yeah. But they did not have Watchers loaded with heavy clip yet, so they cannot really support the ally.
That is true. They might be able. They're gonna try to get some Hades shots in, I think. But designated driver looks pretty safe.
They're on fire actually from the Hades. They need to watch with their chem spray. The Gallon's balloon died twice because of fire, I think. Yeah, Designated Driver is just escaped probably. It's an spawns back in. They're going to regroup in the first opportunity they can get.
So this match has the potential to be, I believe Crimson Sky Menace's if they win, this will be the first win of 4 matches in Sky League. They've had a really tough tournament so far. In the first 2 weeks, playing against three of the toughest teams in the league. This is a pretty important match for them to show that they'll actually be able to take out one of these teams.
The signal actually just got cut off by the Galleon and the Junker. But now the Goldfish is back in order to support the cell and just destroy the Gallon's balloon. After the Gallon disabled it, designated driver by pretty much everything. One engine and one gamma left to survive. Now that they're trying to finish the job on the Junker, but it gets also balloon destroyed. Also gets the balloon destroyed by the Goldfish. This Goldfish is destroying balloons left and right.
Yeah, that is what the Blunderfish does.
Actually loses almost all its engines because of tar and damages. It overshots the Junker actually. Not able to follow up with a ram on anything. However, the designated driver still has good arcs on them. Bloody Demon. And Bloody Demon just disables the designated driver instead. At least it's more 1 versus 1 oriented. And not supporting the alliance all the time.
Yeah, and red team maintaining pretty strong vertical advantage. Maintaining the high ground is so important in this game, just because a lot of these ships have weapons very low on the profile, and also kind of arcing weapons that fall downward as you fire them, such as the mortar.
As designated twice almost dies, the LOD just got actually ground out by the Goldfish and probably rammed into the ground, which gives it an pretty much instant death.
Yeah, they're kind of
Junkers
like
are very vulnerable to balloon popping.
Right. Well, I was gonna say, see, designated driver, they're backing away again. I don't know why these two red ships are not trying to just get into extreme close range and capitalize on the Galleon's kind of maneuverable limitations. You actually see the Goldfish now doing that, but like whenever they take a watch volley, they back away rather than moving closer, trying to get above them or behind them, where they can't hit them with the watches.
Yeah, especially if the aid is in outside armor time, just giving them the opportunity to actually kill them instead of just be there and not being able to shoot. And the other, they actually just came back from spawning and they're shooting the Elsa, trying to help his ally get some breathing room, who just lost a balloon and is losing armor. Almost.
Yeah, I'm looking at the Galleon here. They still have an engineer downstairs, so they're not engaging full tank mode, which they probably should be doing in this situation.
Well, they have one engineer in the balloon, and yeah, maybe they're just opting for the disable they can get every disable they can get, and they just destroy the cannon actually, which is probably better than just tanking out. But the LOD is actually taking the worst against the designated driver, who is killing them with Gatling mode and just kill them. Yep. 5-1 for Crimson Sky Menace.
Yeah, finally putting themselves on the Goyo League board with their first win.
Indeed.